Today I'm going to make one of these cute little picture frames with a magnet on back. So in order to make the picture frame, we're going to need to cut 3 separate pieces. There is the front piece, there is the middle piece, and the back piece. The middle and the back piece are made out of basswood. It's 1/16 inch thick, so it's relatively thin. And this is a Eco Wood from Smoky Hill Design. It's 1/8 inch thick. That'll be the face of the magnet. So the first thing we'll do is cut the back piece. Grab a piece of basswood. I like to put some tape over it. Helps with the charring and the smoke. So we'll put a couple pieces of tape over it. We'll put that on the bed there. Make it nice and flat, secure it to the bed. We'll line up our design. In XTool Studio, the software that I use, I'll hit the process button, close the lid, hit start. Hit the green button on the machine, and that will cut out pretty quickly. We're looking at about 30 seconds or so. It's really thin material, so it should cut in one pass. You see there's a lot of smoke, but no flame, so that's good. All right, that's the first piece. See it cut pretty cleanly. I'll take the masking tape off here. You can see there's no charring on the, well, a little bit of charring on the back side. But on the front side, take off the masking tape. It's super clean, so that came out nice. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the centerpiece, super thin. Again, basswood. We'll grab another piece. Another piece of basswood. I'm going to tape it up. Actually, we'll tape it over here. A couple pieces of tape on it. And then we'll lay it on the bed, secure it down with the tape, close the lid, and we will swap out the design of the back piece for the centerpiece. Gotta take a picture, make sure we line it up properly. Looks like it's pretty good. Gonna hit process. And then start. And then we hit the green button on the machine. This one's a little more intricate, so it's gonna take about a minute or so. All right, again, one pass, cut right through it. Take the masking tape off. Got to be a little careful because it's very delicate, because it's super thin material. Take the masking tape off. And there is the centerpiece. So a little bit of charring on the back side, but nothing on the front side because of the masking tape. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a piece of this Eco Wood from Smoky Hill Design. This stuff has a MDF core to it, so it cuts relatively easily. I'm going to cut that out. That'll be the front piece. So let's go ahead and do that next. Again, I'm going to tape this up. This one's a little thicker, so I might get some flame on this one. We'll tape that down. This one's a little thicker, so we'll change the height of the machine. Instead of 20, I think we're at 22. All right, we'll take a picture. All right, we're centered on there. We'll hit process. So this is going to be 2 passes because it's a little thicker. We'll hit the process. and then the start button, and there it goes. So not too bad. Again, it's smoky, but not too much of a flame. I think on the second pass, you'll see a little bit bigger of a flame. Typically, when the machine sees a flame, it will shut off, but I have the flame sensor turned off. It's only because I'm standing here watching. I would never run the machine, at least cutting wood, I would never run it without being here. Again, there's the flame again. But it should be fine. The tape is protecting the wood. And this Eco Wood from Smoky Hill Design cleans up really well, even if there is a little bit of charring. All right, so that was 2 passes, and it cut relatively smoothly. You can see there's some charring on there, but we can clean that up with some alcohol. Let me pull the tape off. The tape is pulling a little bit of the finish off of this material. So what we'll do is we'll clean up this side, and we'll use this side as the front facing. Should be fine. So the next step is going to be, I'm going to make a little bone shape on the front of this with the name on it. So I'm going to do that now. So the last thing I need to cut is a little bone shaped name tag for the face of this. I'm going to adhere it to the bottom part here. It's going to be a shape of a bone. It's going to have the name on it. This happens to be Gracie Lou. But the first thing I need to do with that is add some adhesive. I'm going to take this adhesive, I'm going to cut a little piece. And I'm going to put it on the back of this, of the Eco Wood, before I cut it. That way it cuts the wood and the adhesive at the same time. So I am going to put this back on here. I'm going to tape it with some masking tape right there on the base plate, and then I will take a picture to line it up. Looks like it's good. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to lower the lid. I'm going to hit process. We're going to cut it first, and then I will engrave it afterwards. So we'll hit start. Hit the green button and let that cut. I'm running 1 pass. Hopefully it cuts through. All right, lift the lid. All right, so it cut through the wood and most of the adhesive, so now I have the bone. I'm going to take the masking tape off. Take the masking tape off. So there's the bone shaped, whoops. There is the bone shape there. Now what I'll do is I will engrave it with the name on there. All right, I'm going to frame it just to make sure I have it on there in the right spot. I think I'm going to move it over a little bit. So I'm framing it, make sure it's lined up. Looks good. Stop that, hit process, and then we'll hit start. and let it do its thing. We're going to do one pass. Looks like it's going to take about 5 seconds. All right. So that is done. It's got the name on there. It's got a little bit of some soot on there. What we'll do is we'll take some alcohol. Rub that right off. And there's the name, Gracie Lou, right on there. So the final step is to glue each individual piece, and then we'll attach the name tag on the bottom. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is just connect all the pieces. We're going to glue the back piece and the middle piece first, and then we'll glue on the face. So it'll be one solid piece, and then we will attach the name tag. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll get some glue. I'm using the Gorilla Super Glue. All right, the pieces are glued together. I'm going to let that dry, and then we'll attach the name tag on there. So we'll just let that sit for a while, and then we'll attach the name tag. So the last thing I have to do is print out a photo. So I'm going to grab the Instax Mini Link photo printer. It's kind of like a Polaroid printer. And we are going to grab the app and pull a photo of Gracie Lou, hit the print button, and that'll spit out a photograph in a couple of seconds. There it goes. That's printing now. All right, we'll grab that out of there, and that takes about a minute or two, and let that develop. And then we should be all set. So the frame, it's all glued together, it's all dried. I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper, sand it down on each side, just to get it nice and smooth, remove some of the glue residue, like that. We're going to do that. And then the next thing we're going to do is attach the little name tag that I have here. So as you remember, I added some adhesive on the back. It's a double-sided adhesive, so I'm gonna remove the backing, and then I'm gonna put this right on top of the frame here, trying to center it like that. So there is, well, and then I got the picture that I printed out earlier. So I got the picture, I got the frame, slides right in like that, and we're good to go. Oh, I almost forgot one last thing. The magnet. So we'll take the magnet. This also has 3M adhesive on it. We'll take that, we'll try to center that as best we can. Like that, press that on nice and firm. And there it is. Completed magnet frame. Got the magnet on the back. Got the picture slides in and out. Just like that. And we got a name tag on there. Super cute little magnet for your fridge or for wherever. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.